Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Infosters, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Hi, everyone. It's wonderful to have you here. Today, we have a very practical topic for all English learners.
That's right. Today, we're going to learn how to talk about your daily routine using the simple present tense. This is one of the most useful things you can learn in English.
Absolutely. We use the simple present tense every day when we talk about our habits, routines, and things we do regularly. And before we start, please remember to subscribe to Infosters, like this video, and share it with your friends.
Yes, it really helps us. So let's begin. What exactly is the simple present tense?
The simple present tense is a verb tense we use to talk about things that happen regularly or repeatedly. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m. every day, or she goes to work by bus.
Perfect examples. We use this tense for our daily routines because these are actions we do again and again. Let's start with the basic structure.
Good idea. For most verbs, the simple present tense is very easy. You just use the base form of the verb. For example, I wake up at 6 a.m. You go to school. We eat breakfast. They work hard.
But there's one important rule. When we use he, she, or it, we need to add s or es to the verb. For example,
He wakes up at 6 a.m. She goes to school. It starts at 9 o'clock.
perfect. That's the golden rule. Remember, he, she, it, add s. Now, let's look at common daily routine verbs. These are the verbs you'll use most often. Wake up, brush teeth, wash face, take a shower, get dressed, have breakfast, leave home, go to work, arrive at work.
Great list. And here are more. Have lunch, finish work, go home, cook dinner, watch TV, do homework, go to bed, sleep.
Now, let's talk about frequency adverbs. These words tell us how often we do something. They're very important for daily routines.
Yes, the most common frequency adverbs are always, 100% of the time, usually, about 80 to 90%, often, about 60 to 70%, rarely or seldom, about 10 to 20%, never, 0% of the time.
And these adverbs usually go before the main verb. For example,
I always brush my teeth after breakfast. She usually takes the bus to work. We often eat lunch at noon. They sometimes go for a walk in the evening. He rarely drinks coffee. I never skip breakfast.
perfect examples. Now, let's share our real daily routines using the simple present tense. I'll go first.
Great. Tell us about your typical weekday.
Okay, I wake up at 6:30 every morning. My alarm rings and I get out of bed immediately. I don't like to stay in bed too long.
You are very disciplined. What do you do after you get up?
First, I go to the bathroom. I wash my face with cold water to wake myself up. Then I brush my teeth. After that, I take a quick shower, about 10 minutes.
Cold water. That's refreshing. What about breakfast?
I always have breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. I usually eat toast with eggs and drink orange juice. Sometimes I have coffee, but not every day.
Sounds delicious. What time do you leave home?
I leave home at 7:45. I drive to work and it takes about 20 minutes. I arrive at the office around 8:10 and work starts at 8:30.
What about your workday? What do you usually do?
I work on my computer most of the day. I check emails, attend meetings, and complete my tasks. I take a short break every 2 hours to rest my eyes.
That's smart. When do you have lunch?
I have lunch at 1 p.m. I usually bring my lunch from home, a sandwich, some fruit, and yogurt. Sometimes I eat with my colleagues in the cafeteria.
And after lunch?
After lunch, I continue working until 5 p.m. Then I leave the office and drive home. I usually arrive home around 5:30.
What do you do in the evening?
First, I relax for about 30 minutes. I sit on the sofa and check my phone or watch the news. Then I cook dinner around 7 p.m.
What do you usually cook?
It depends on the day. Sometimes I make pasta, sometimes rice with vegetables, sometimes chicken. I try to eat healthy food.
That's good. What about after dinner?
After dinner, I wash the dishes. Then I usually watch TV or read a book.
And bedtime?
I go to bed around 10:30 p.m. Before sleeping, I brush my teeth again and set my alarm for the next day. I try to get about 8 hours of sleep.
That's a great routine. Very healthy and organized. Now, let me share my daily routine.
Please do. What time do you wake up?
I wake up at 7 a.m. I know, a little later than you. I'm not a morning person, so I need my alarm to wake me up.
That's okay. Everyone is different. What do you do first?
I get up slowly. I don't jump out of bed like you. I check my phone for a few minutes, then I finally get up around 7:15.
Do you exercise in the morning?
Yes, I do some light stretching exercises for about 10 minutes. It helps me feel energized. Then I take a shower and get dressed.
What do you usually wear?
For work, I usually wear casual clothes, jeans and a shirt. I don't need to wear formal clothes at my office.
Look at you. What about breakfast?
I always have breakfast. I can't start my day without it. I usually eat cereal with milk and fruit. And of course, I drink coffee. I need my coffee every morning.
Coffee lovers understand. When do you leave for work?
I leave home at 8 a.m. I don't drive, I take the bus. The bus ride takes about 30 minutes, so I arrive at work around 8:40.
What do you do on the bus?
I usually listen to music or podcasts. Sometimes I read the news on my phone. It's a nice time to relax before work starts.
That sounds pleasant. Tell us about your workday.
My work starts at 9 a.m. I work in an office, so I spend most of my time at my desk. I check emails, respond to phone calls, and work on various projects.
When do you take breaks?
I take a coffee break at 10:30 a.m., just 15 minutes to refresh. Then I have lunch at 12:30 p.m.
Where do you eat lunch?
I usually go to a restaurant near my office with colleagues. We try different places every week. It's nice to get out of the office for a while.
That's a good break. What time does your work finish?
I finish work at 5:30 p.m. Then I take the bus home again. I usually arrive home around 6:15.
And your evening routine?
When I get home, I change into comfortable clothes first. Then I prepare dinner. I don't cook every day. Sometimes I order food online.
Nothing wrong with that. What do you do after dinner?
I usually watch TV shows or movies. I love Netflix. Sometimes I play video games or talk on the phone with my friends. On some evenings, I go to the gym.
What time do you go to bed?
I try to go to bed at 11 p.m., but sometimes I stay up until midnight watching TV shows. I know I should sleep earlier.
We all do that sometimes. Now, let's give some important tips for our listeners about using simple present tense for daily routines.
Great idea. Tip number one, always use time expressions to make your routine clear. For example, at plus specific time, I wake up at 7 a.m. In plus part of day, I exercise in the morning. On plus days, I work out on Mondays and Wednesdays. Every plus time period, I cook dinner every evening.
Tip number two, use sequencing words to organize your routine. These words help your description flow smoothly. First, firstly, then, after that, next, later, afterwards, finally, at last.
For example, first I wake up, then I brush my teeth. After that, I have breakfast. Finally, I leave for work.
Tip number 3, remember the S rule for he, she, it. This is a very common mistake. Wrong is he wake up at 7 a.m. Correct is he wakes up at 7 a.m. Wrong is she go to school by bus. Correct is she goes to school by bus.
That's the golden rule. Remember, he, she, it, add s. Now, tip number 4. Use negative sentences to talk about things you don't do. The structure is I, you, we,